Hello plant friends, my name's Alonia and welcome to my channel. I'm a novice orchid grower here in suburban Western Sydney, navigating the wonderful world of orchids, and I'm learning how to grow them here in my subtropical climate without any extra equipment. It's just me, my orchids and Mother Nature. Yes, I do have a different background this week. It is about 9:20 on a long weekend Monday here, and the sun is streaming straight on top of my normal background, and you can't see anything. So I've turned it around 90 degrees. You see it's still very bright, but here we are. This is the best I've got for now. In the first episode, I looked at how to identify a location for an orchid if you're a complete beginner and setting yourself up for success. And this week, I'm looking at this very, very pretty pink orchid. It is a Phalaenopsis. I believe it is a species. It has all of the hallmarks of a species, but albeit a miniature and a juvenile type plant. But I did buy this 8 days ago. So let's turn back the clock and have a look at why past me chose this particular plant. Well, plant friends, here I am at my local big box store, which is Bunnings, just down the road from where I live. And for those of you who are located either in Australia or New Zealand, you will know this hardware chain, and like me, you might also love it. As it's also Sunday as I record this, it's also sausage. There we go, sausage sizzle day. If this is your first orchid plants, a well-chosen plant from a supermarket or hardware store will do just fine. The trick is to take your time, look at the plants, and look for a few things to ensure you get a good strong plant that will grow for you quite well no matter where you put it. So this branch has a fairly good garden section, however the indoor plant selection is quite limited. So let's turn this camera around and go and see what's available in their orchid selection. I do love me a good Zygocactus though. And there they are. Not a huge selection, but it's also coming into winter and there's not a lot usually. Now, Phalaenopsis, they do prefer brighter light than often touted, and they are forgiving for the most part, and the blooms can last for months given the proper light and care. This little one here, yellow with pink. Now, this is not quite so good. It's got yellowing leaves. Doesn't smell bad, but that's okay. This one looks like it could be under a little bit of stress, needs some magnesium, probably under bed. Okay, this one looks pretty good actually. Now, I'm looking here for roots at the bottom, so I've got some good roots. It's not in a separate pot. It does have a hole at the bottom for drainage, which I can unplug. The flower spike is long and strong. There are plenty of good quality looking buds on this plant ready to open. There's also a subspike here, which is a secondary spike, which is still developing. So this is a really good looking plant actually, and it's $39, so it's not cheap, but it is a larger variety. There's no grubby mess in there, there's no soft spots, no black spots. It doesn't smell moldy. So this is a good looking plant and this is a top contender. Again, we're looking for good healthy leaves, no yellowing, no splits, no mushy black parts, no pests. Again, this is another really good looking plant. So these are pretty good for this time of the year, to be honest. So while it's not my colorway, I'm really loving this one right here. Doesn't smell funny, so that's good. I do tend to the yellowy coloured plants or the yellowy coloured flowers. Pick them up and smell them. This one smells like ginger, which is a bit weird, but that's okay. This is cool. There are many, many hybrids of Phalaenopsis. I don't really want pink. I could be tempted to give this white one a home. It's got a drooping flower, that's okay. Do like a good white one as well. Okay, plant friends, I think I'm onto a winner here. So I've got this little pink Phalaenopsis. Now, I don't typically like pink, but this little plant here has got some interesting features. One, the foliage is not only good and healthy, but it's mottled and it's interesting. Also, these flower spikes. There is one flower spike, but it's got 1, 2, 3 branches, and all of the buds are looking really healthy. So I think, despite the fact I don't do pink, I might give this little one a good home. I've just smelt it, and the slightly funky sphagnum moss is not a deal breaker for me. I'll treat the sphagnum moss for any mold, which I can just do a little bit of a spray of some fungicide. And I think we're on to a winner. But they all look amazing. I want that one right there, that orangey yellow one. And I want that one. And I want that one. I want them all, but I can only take one home. Maybe 2 I could sneak in. Let's see. Okay, plant friends. Well, past me must have had some sort of idea of what she was doing. I'm really happy with this plant. I've been looking at it for 8 days now, and it's still in really good condition with those flower buds still being all pinky purpley colour. Now, why I did choose this, yes, I will go over it again. The leaves are this very, very pretty mottled pattern on the leaf, which is indicative of a species plant. The flowers are the right colour, the right size, the right shape. I don't know if the species Phalaenopsis schilleriana is scented or not, but this one is not. It does have 19 flower buds forming on it, and there's one just here that is starting to open. So I will eventually have 6 flowers open on this single flower spike with multiple branches coming off of it. Speaking of smell, the sphagnum moss does smell earthy. It does smell sweet. It doesn't smell moldy or like funky socks. I've got a video about does it smell funky here, and I'll link it up here somewhere. I also did note that it does have a drainage hole in the bottom, which I've pulled the little plastic plug out of so that the excess water can drain out of this, so I don't have standing water in the bottom. But overall, I'm actually really happy with this particular plant. The price. Now, I've taken most of the price tag off. This plant is $26.95, which is the average price for a miniature type Phalaenopsis from either a Bunnings or a supermarket. And then some of the bigger ones get up to $35, $40, which again are very showy. And I did consider the white one, but I didn't buy. I bought this one instead. Fits on my kitchen windowsill better. Speaking of kitchen windowsill, that's the place I identified to put this. So I will drop a photo here so that you can see what this looks like in its new home. So that is how I have gone through and why I chose this particular plant to live at my house. If you found this video useful, please do press the like button. It does help push it out to more people. And if you would like to follow along on the care tips for this particular plant, do press the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so that you can get notified that that video has been uploaded. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a great week, and remember, your plants are always ready to surprise you. Bye for now.